Hello. I would love for you to take a minute, close your eyes, and imagine yourself again as a child. What are you thinking about? What are your favorite memories? What are you doing? Are you inside or outside? Are you alone or with a friend? Maybe you're playing with toys or digging in the dirt. Maybe you're taking a clump of the dried dirt and you're throwing it at a cousin and you guys laugh as it explodes. When I hear adults talk about how they don't like to be outside, I ask these questions. And often, if they really think about it, their most vivid memories, and sometimes their favorite ones, involve being outside, whether it's playing with other children or alone. Um, they get really excited to recall these adventures, whether it's climbing a giant tree for the first time and being able to jump out of it, or finding a vernal pool to jump in and catch frogs, but just to get stuck in the mud. Or maybe they found that old rusty car abandoned in the woods and they spent the day using it as a race car. All these things, all these memories have a few things in common: freedom from adult interference and supervision, encountering a challenge that requires some level of risk taking, problem solving without an adult telling you how to do it, and the confidence gained from learning and taking that initial risk. Now, I'm not suggesting that we let kids wander out into the forest of Vermont unsupervised, but I am suggesting that we spend more time outside letting children explore on their own. Let them stumble into that vernal pool and play in the mud. Let them climb that tree. Ask them if they're comfortable doing it. And let them learn about themselves as well as the world around them. Now, it's no secret that children learn through play. Play gives children the ability to learn and develop their gross and fine motor skills, to make discoveries about themselves and the world around them, and to build on problem-solving skills. And the best way for children to learn is through hands-on interaction. So the best way for children to learn about nature and their world is hands-on interaction with nature. My question is, why are we as educators so focused on containing our learning within four walls, especially since studies have found that children have the opportunity to learn outside? They're more productive. In early childhood education, it is really tricky to get a classroom of children settled with calm bodies and ready to learn. But when children are outside, they are engaged in curiosity, they become capable, active learners, and they can talk about that experience and what was learned in that moment in future conversations. I think that outdoor education and nature learning gives kids the unique opportunity to build on peer relationships and how they learn to cooperate and complete tasks as a group. As educators, we can support outdoor education while following the Vermont Early Learning Standards. If we examine the VELs at a glance, we notice a section called Learning About the World, which covers science and math, developing self-communication and expression. All domains are covered in activities in forest experiences, and even literacy. We tell stories, we make up stories with middle, beginning, and ending. We write letters in different dirt, sand, mud, tree bark. All of outdoors is your classroom, and the possibilities are literally endless. In my own practice, I've found that when children are given the opportunity to spend an incredible amount outside learning, they develop social emotional skills. They retain what they've learned during activities. They work with children that they may not play with on a playground setting, but they work together with a common goal in mind. They come together and naturally problem solve, and it's a beautiful thing. I've also noticed that when some children have a difficult time regulating emotion in a classroom with all the busyness that comes along with it, they have an easier time doing it outside in nature, especially among the trees or next to a peaceful stream. They still might have that hard time controlling those big emotions, but they definitely have an easier time regulating. So I began to wonder, are there any studies out there about mental health or even physical health benefits of being outside or having a young child in an outside education program? The answer is yes. Many studies have been done. When children have the opportunity to spend a day outside hiking, outdoor activity, we know decreases obesity rates, and in America, we know those are high. Exercise outside can reduce stress hormones, reduce risk of type 2 diabetes, and also strokes in the future. Studies have also shown that more time spent outside has positive effects on mental health, and more counselors and therapists are bringing clients outside in nature. The benefit is greater for personal growth, life satisfaction, as well as overall well-being. And if we can support adults in this beneficial way, why are we not supporting children in similar ways? Another benefit for early outdoor education is level playing fields. We know that our education system, while we'd like it to have equal access for all children, we know that children from more wealthy families and more wealthy neighborhoods have better access to education. There are studies that have showed that outdoor education levels the playing field. Grants can be written to supply children with equal gear, supplies, and the idea is so children have an equal education. And I believe that if more parents, administrators, and educators move towards supporting early outdoor ed and children in outside learning experiences, not only can they academically succeed, especially children who have a hard time learning within contained walls, we can support all children in natural learning.